Thank you, Mr President. My question is to the Assistant Minister for Social Services, representing the Minister for Communications, Senator Fifield. Can the Minister advise the Senate why it is important that the ABC and SBS run their businesses in a cost-effective manner and ensure taxpayers get value for their investment?
Order. 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 The Assistant Minister for Social Services, representing the Minister for Communications, Senator Fifield.
Thank you, Mr President, and can I thank Senator Sheshelya for his question. It's an important question. It's an area that only this side of the chamber has an interest in. Mr President, the ABC and SBS received nearly—
resume your seat. When there is silence, we'll proceed. Order. Order. The Minister.
Mr President, the ABC and SBS received nearly $1.4 billion a year in funding from the Australian government. And I think all of us on this side of the chamber would agree that one of the first and primary jobs of government is to make sure that taxpayers' dollars are well and efficiently expended. Mr President, this government knows that there is the capacity at the ABC for savings to be made without reducing programming. And any suggestion at all that popular programs or services are at risk because of budget savings are completely absurd, as are any suggestions that inefficiency should be left unchecked. Mr President, the previous minister, as is well known, did nothing to improve the efficiency of the public broadcasters. He did nothing to address the accelerating structural decline of Australia Post, and he did nothing to affect the unfolding financial disaster that is NBN Co. And I know, Senator Sheshelya, the word neglect comes to your mind as I say those words. In contrast, this government is not going to sit idly by. Mr President, a working draft of the efficiency study has been handed to both public broadcasters to assist them in managing their businesses more efficiently, and Minister Turnbull, I know, looks forward very much to working with them over the coming months to achieve this goal.
Senator Seselja.
Thank you, Minister. Can the Minister advise the Senate what steps the government has taken to assist the ABC and SBS to improve efficiency?
The Minister.
Thank you, Mr President. Thank you, Senator Sheshelya. Look, I think we all know that a commercial broadcaster will always do its best to reduce costs without affecting its investment in programming, particularly popular programming. Mr President, the ABC's revenues, on the other hand, are not a function of its ratings or performance, but of its ability to persuade the government of the day. The easiest way to cut costs is to cut programming, rather than tackle out-of-date business and administrative practices. That's why this government commissioned the efficiency study to assist the ABC in making the tough decisions which will save money by reducing waste. The purpose of the efficiency study is to assist the ABC in identifying inefficient administration so that savings can be made without affecting programming.
Order. 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 Senator Seselja.
Thank you, Mr President. Mr President, is the Minister aware of any unexpected support for improving the efficiency of the ABC and SBS?
The order. The Minister.
Thank you, Mr President. Thank you, Senator Sheshelya. In fact, I am aware of Senator Sheshelya. Now, we all know that in the broad, the Australian Labor Party has very little interest in ensuring that government agencies are run efficiently. Senator Sheshelya, I was absolutely delighted to see that the member for Blaxland agrees with the government on this point. On Sky recently, the member for Blaxland said that he believed there was some value in an efficiency drive by the broadcaster, and he said, and I quote, Any organisation can be more efficient, and I'm sure there are things that are happening in the ABC and SBS where money could be better spent elsewhere. End quote. Mr. President, look, I think this is one small step for caucus, but one giant leap for the Australian Labor Party, courtesy of the member for Blaxland. I can assure Senator Shashulia and colleagues that the government is confident that
Order.
efficiencies can be
Time
made
has
without impacting
expired.
programming.
Order. Order.